Hello guys, so now we're going to go through how to mark out and cut a straight dovetail. So again, we're going to need the same tools as we had before. So we're going to need a tenon saw, chisels, a mallet, a square, slide and bevel, and a bench hook, and I think that's it. So let's get started. Okay, so we are now going to mark out our dovetail section. This is going to sit onto this bit of timber here, locate into here where the pin section will be. So first we need to establish our shoulder depth. So we're going to pop this on here just like before. Put your square on so it's nice and flush on the outside here. Just check with your finger, take that away, and then pop the pencil line in. We then need to mark our angle of our dovetail. First, what we want to do is square these lines across. So square that all the way around. And your line should meet up all the way around. That means you've marked out nice and accurately. Okay, so now we're going to do our angle. First we need to set the edge of the dovetail. So this time, because it's a through dovetail, I'm coming in 6mm from the edge, both sides. Okay, so then we want to square them lines across the end grain. Okay, so we've got that squared across there. Now we're going to mark our bevel on the side here. Same degree as we've done before, 1:6 ratio. Flip your bevel over. Mark this side as well. Do this so that you can see it on the camera better. Okay, so that's that marked out. So now what we want to do is cut down our sides first, and then we'll do our shoulders last. Okay, so same again, into your bench, have the line upright, so slight angle on your timber. Grab your saw, oops, drop the pencil, grab your saw, and take your time getting this right. There's no point marking out accurately if you don't take your time to actually cut to them lines. Okay, so let's get that saw started again. Thumb up against the side. Take your time. Okay, once you're across, then you want to concentrate on this line here, going down. And tilt the saw back, come to that line, then check where you are here. Okay, just come just short of your line, just like that, and then the same the other side. now, flip over again. Now we're going to cut down our shoulders. Very lightly go in. It's a delicate piece this, so take your time. Just listen for that saw chain sound just as you're getting to the end. Okay, that's that one done, and then we'll do the same the other side. Okay, so that is our dovetail shape cut out. What we want to do, don't touch the sides here, we're just going to trim up on our shoulders to get that nice and crisp in there. So into the vise again, nice sharp inch chisel, and just smooth them out. Okay, just come down to the corner. Just roll the chisel into it on both sides. Okay, so that's nice and crisp there. Just flip over the other side. Okay, so I'm nicely on there. Corners are nicely trimmed out. So now what we want to do is take that over and transfer that on to our other piece. Okay, so easiest way to do this, take your plane, put that in the vise, drop that down so it's flush with the plane. Okay, and then bring your plane back. You've then got a nice little support for it to rest on. Make sure that you're facing edge side the correct side. And then what I'm doing is making sure that this shoulder is nicely on this corner here. And obviously the same on this side as well. And then nice and flush on both sides. So that's good there. And then I'm going to mark that there. And this side. Okay, so that's going to be my angle to cut out. So this middle section will come out. And then we just need to square down these lines here as well. Okay, so once you've squared them lines down, then we can pop that in a vise again, and we're going to cut down this section here. So again, nice and slowly with your saw, making sure you're cutting on the inside, cutting away your waist section. Come down to your shoulder line, double check where you are, continue down. Okay, that's that side done. Now we'll do this side. Okay, so I'm just short on my line. Just going to go a tiny bit more. Okay, that's good. So now, do not cut this out with a coping saw. We're going to chop this out with a chisel. So what we want to do, get it on the bench here. Again, we're going to need a chisel which is going to fit inside our smallest edge. So this inch chisel is a little bit wide. So a 3/4 or 18mm chisel is going to be perfect. Okay. So what we want to do with our mallet, we're going to come just back from that line. Just very fractionally back from it. Okay, place that on and very lightly chop in. It's all at once. And then bring it back across. Same again, fraction back from the line. Okay, and then just go right into that corner. Okay, that's all that once. So then what we're going to do is pop it into the vise. Now at a slight angle here, we're going to come in 2 or 3 mil back, just push in very gently up to that line, and again up to that line, and then just flick that out. Okay, and then we're going to chop down again, bring it back onto your bench. In that corner, very gently. And again, come to the other side. Okay, and then just keep going back and forth, back to your vise. Don't hold it here and do it like this, because all you're going to do is slip and bash into your finger. So put it back into your vise, and then again come a little bit further back. Stick that out. Again. Okay, so you're going to start to get a cut like this. So we're just going to carry on with that just a little bit at a time. Don't be tempted to really smash the chisel in, because we're going at an angle here, so we need to go in a little bit at a time, else we're going to damage the side wall here. Okay, so in again. Okay, and also what that does on this shoulder line here, it keeps it a nice, crisp, tight joint. And not pulling out all the grain if you're bashing into too much at a time. So we'll do that a couple of times on this side, then we'll flip over and we'll go on the inside. Again, fractionally back from that line. Just tap it in. Same again. Okay, and we're going to continue with that again. Into the vise. Just cut out a small V up to that line. Okay, and then again, back onto the bench. Very gently. Okay, once you've got that established, you're able to go in a little bit deeper. Okay, and then again, continue down, going back and forth from your vise to the bench, being wary of this angle. So now we can go right up against that knife wall that we've done, chop in, okay, back into the vise. So we'll go down again. Now don't be tempted to come in this way. Leave that section there alone. That helps you take this out much crisper and smoother. If you take this out, then you'll start to break the end grain. So leave that in as long as possible. Okay, so now I'm going to come in from this side again. Being wary of my angle, come in a little bit, up against your knife wall, chop down a bit more, making sure you're nice and upright, back into the bench. Again, I'm going to come from this side again now. I'll just show you a bit closer to the camera. So you can see that I'm going in, I'm nice and crisp down this joint here. I'm slowly going to work my way through until that bit comes completely detached. Okay, feel I've gone that side. One more this side. Okay, and that's out. So we've got a nice straight cut coming through here. Okay, so we're just going to clean up this inside now. I like to go back to an inch chisel now for this part. Keeps it nice and flat. Okay, push down. Then I'm just going to work from the other side first. Back to my 18mm. Just push that through. Down again. Okay. Remember, don't push the chisel all the way through. Choke up on your chisel so you can't go too far. And then work from the other side again, just to finish it off. That's better. Okay, so now we can give it a try. Again, don't bash it in with a hammer. Just put it on the side there. See where we are. Okay. Just a little bit tight in this corner, so I'm going to give these two now a little bit of a clean up. Just be mindful of where you're cutting. So it's worth taking your time just to get it spot on. Okay, so when you're ready to give it a final try, what I like to do is just take this very corner off here, but don't start right from back here. Come inside and then just take just a little arris off here, just a tiny bit. That just helps you locate the dovetail. Same this side, don't come from right from the end, come in slightly. Just take that corner off. Okay, then we'll give it another try. Yeah, I just need a bit more off this side. Come this far and make sure it fits nice now. Okay, now I'm started. Just get it to there. Get yourself a little bit of scrap wood, pop it on, and just very gently until that seats in nicely there. Okay, so now we've got our gaps perfectly tight here on the top, and then we're just a little bit shallow here, so what we can do is then smooth that off with the plane, and our sides are nice and flush as well. Alright, so we're just going to smooth that off. Pop that in your vise. Again, just taking a very small amount off at a time. Okay, that is job done. So that is our through dovetail joint. Okay.